Alright guys, it has been around 3 months since Rise of Iron came out, and with Rise of Iron we received the Palindrome, and I feel like right now, after all this time, I can finally make an educated and well-informed decision as to which one I believe is better. I've been asked a lot in my Twitch chat recently, more so than ever, which is better, Eyasluna or Palindrome? If I have the God Roll version of each, which one should I be using, etc, etc. And though the one wins on paper, there have been arguments about hit registration, ease of being able to manage one's recoil for the Palindrome, just sort of stuff like that, and I wanted to put it all into one video for someone who is new to Destiny and maybe doesn't really know the difference between the two and kind of wants to get a better idea of which one offers and kind of what they should be aiming for. Taking a quick look at the base stats for the weapons, you'll see that they have the same exact rate of fire, the same exact impact, and the same exact reload. So they're all the same archetype, but it basically just comes down to range and stability. You'll notice that the Eyasluna has 12 more stability, base stability than the Palindrome, and that the Palindrome has 1 extra base range over the Eyasluna. The main argument that people have is that although there's lower stability on Palindrome, the recoil is a little bit easier to manage, because if you look at the footage here, Eyasluna is a little bit more off to the right, while Palindrome is a little bit more linear, meaning it goes straight up and down rather than side to side as much. Even though a lot of people say that Palindrome has that straight up and down recoil and that it makes it a little bit easier to use, I find that I do kind of enjoy that swaying, kind of kicking to the right recoil that Eyasluna has, and obviously just by statistics it is in fact by definition more stable than Palindrome, and I find that although it is kicking from side to side a little bit more, it's more consistent, and I find myself kind of getting into a rhythm with my shots to the point where I'm very confident that, like, it's kind of like a swing in a I don't even know how to explain it. It's like a pendulum swing, right? And I know exactly when to shoot and how to time it and everything, and it just feels better. Palindrome I do well in from time to time, but for me, using it in sweats and using both Eyasluna and Palindrome in sweats, whether it be 3v3 or 4v4, I just find myself performing a lot better with Eyasluna and winning a lot more gunfights. For some reason, it feels like the Palindrome always misses that last shot. I don't know if it's me or the weapon or whatever, but I feel like if I get a headshot and a body shot and all I need is that one last shot to kill, I always either end up missing it or it doesn't register. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's me or the game, but I found that my Eyasluna shot is just overall a lot more consistent. And although the Palindrome seems to be pretty good for like far range engagements, and you'll notice that you'll get a lot of really good hit registration from long range that you wouldn't get with the Luna, and I don't know whether this is because rangefinder is on the vendor version or not, and that I don't have rangefinder on my Luna, but at long range, Palindrome is definitely dominant, and I feel like it might be a little bit better, but it's very easy if you're using an Eyasluna versus a Palindrome. You just don't pick those long range engagements and kind of just stick to closer quarters, which honestly isn't really that difficult to do. When you're really pacing your shots and you take the time to make sure that every single bullet is landing and that you're lining up your shots, like if you're in a public match and you're not really playing the greatest of people and you have, kind of the privilege of being able to take that time to aim and kind of precisely know where people are going to be and making sure that you don't spam your shots, then Palindrome might seem better to you. But for me, when you're using it in an environment where shooting as fast and as accurate as you can is the most important thing, Eyasluna seems to be the best for me, and I'm definitely not going to be using a Palindrome anymore. And for the people that maybe have an Eyasluna with no rifled barrel or maybe some decent perks, but basically no rifled barrel, then you're going to want to use the Palindrome. The vendor one comes with rangefinder as well as rifled barrel, so that's kind of like your starter. But if you get any sort of Eyasluna with rifled barrel on it, I definitely recommend that you use it and try to get good with it, because I think overall you're probably going to find that you have more success in any sort of competitive environment. And that's it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, Eyasluna, you gotta have rifled for it to be good. Same goes with Palindrome, but Palindrome rifled barrel is a perk that is accessible on the vendor roll. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.